Good afternoon, and welcome to Perspectives. Today, we delve into a fascinating and enduring question. Are leadership qualities inherent, something one is born with, or can they be meticulously developed through effort and experience? It's a debate with significant implications for how we identify and cultivate leaders in all sectors of society. Joining us to explore this topic are two distinguished guests with differing viewpoints. First, we have Mr. Samuel Thorne, a proponent of the view that true leadership stems from innate characteristics. Welcome, Mr. Thorne. And offering a counter perspective is Miss Olivia Chen, who argues that leadership skills are primarily developed. Welcome to you too, Ms. Chen.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to be here. My contention is straightforward. The core attributes that define exceptional leaders, qualities like genuine charisma, unwavering vision, and decisive action, are predominantly innate. These are not qualities one simply acquires from a textbook or a weekend seminar. They are more deeply embedded, part of an individual's fundamental makeup. Think of it like natural athletic talent. A gifted athlete can certainly enhance their abilities through rigorous training and coaching, but the initial spark, that inherent predisposition for excellence, must be present from the outset. Similarly, while training can refine certain managerial skills, it cannot instill true visionary leadership where the seed isn't already sown. We've all encountered individuals who, even from a young age, naturally command attention and inspire confidence without any formal anointing. They possess an almost magnetic quality that draws people to them and makes others want to follow their lead. This isn't learned behavior in the conventional sense. It's an intrinsic part of who they are. Therefore, our efforts should be significantly focused on identifying these naturally endowed individuals and providing them with opportunities to let their inherent qualities flourish. Attempting to mold everyone into a leader is not only inefficient, but also overlooks the potent reality of inherent talent. We should nurture the born leaders, for they are the ones most likely to drive significant, transformative change.
Thank you, Dr. Reed and Mr. Thorne. While I acknowledge that certain personality traits might give some individuals an apparent head start, I firmly believe that leadership is fundamentally a set of observable, learnable skills and behaviors. These skills, such as effective communication, strategic thinking, empathy, and the ability to motivate and inspire others, can be systematically developed and refined over time. It is not about some mystical spark, but about deliberate practice and growth. Consider the crucial roles of mentorship, hands-on experience, targeted education, and dedicated self-reflection. These are the crucibles in which leadership capabilities are forged and polished. Many successful leaders attribute their effectiveness to these developmental processes, not to an accident of birth. If leadership were purely innate, then our multi-billion-dollar leadership development industry would be a colossal waste of resources. Yet, we consistently see individuals transform and grow into highly effective leaders through well-designed programs and supportive environments. My perspective is that we should invest broadly in developing leadership potential across a wide pool of people. By doing so, we not only create more leaders, but also foster a culture of continuous improvement and empowerment throughout our organizations and communities. The belief in developed leadership is an optimistic one. It suggests that with the right support and dedication, many can rise to the challenge rather than relying on a select, preordained few.
Thank you both for those compelling opening statements. Mr. Thorne, you mentioned individuals who command respect from a young age. How do you reconcile the observation that some people seem to effortlessly command respect and influence, even without formal training or significant experience?
That's precisely the point, Dr. Reed. These individuals are prime examples of the, quote, natural leader archetype I referred to. Their ability to command respect and inspire followership isn't a product of a leadership workshop they attended. It emanates from something deeper. It's often an inherent charisma, a natural confidence, or an intuitive understanding of group dynamics. They possess an innate ability to connect with others, articulate a vision, however nascent, and instill a sense of trust. While experience will undoubtedly shape and mature their leadership style, the foundational elements, that effortless influence, are present early on. It's this inherent quality that sets them apart and often predicts their future trajectory as significant leaders.
While I understand Mr. Thorne's point about early displays of influence, I interpret them somewhat differently. What might appear as innate leadership could often be a reflection of early environmental factors, such as a supportive upbringing that fosters confidence and articulateness. A child who is encouraged to speak their mind and is listened to may naturally appear more leader-like than one who is not. Furthermore, early social experiences and even birth order can play a role in developing such assertive behaviors. However, true leadership effectiveness, the kind that navigates complex challenges and sustains long-term positive impact, is far more than just youthful confidence. It requires developed skills in critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and resilience, all of which are honed through experience and learning.
Interesting perspectives. Ms. Chen, what explains failures in leadership programs or individuals who don't improve, despite training? Mr. Thorne, how do you account for leaders who emerge through diligence and learning, not innate talent?
That's a valid question, Dr. Reed. The effectiveness of leadership development initiatives can indeed vary. Several factors contribute to this: the design and relevance of the program, the individual's commitment to learning and application, and the organizational context that supports or hinders growth. Development isn't a passive process or a guaranteed outcome. It requires active participation and a genuine willingness to change and adapt. Some individuals may lack that commitment, or the program itself might not be a good fit for their specific needs or learning style. However, these instances don't invalidate the principle that leadership can be developed. They simply highlight that development is a complex interplay of factors. For every program that doesn't yield desired results, there are countless others that successfully cultivate stronger leaders.
Regarding individuals who ascend through hard work, Dr. Reed, I believe it's important to distinguish between managerial competence and true, inspirational leadership. Diligence, discipline, and learned skills can certainly make someone an effective manager, capable of organizing tasks and achieving objectives. They can master the mechanics of a role and perform admirably. However, this doesn't automatically equate to the kind of leadership that galvanizes teams, innovates breakthroughs, or navigates profound uncertainty with an unwavering vision. These individuals might be excellent administrators or supervisors, and their contributions are undeniably valuable. But unless they possess that underlying innate spark, the vision, the charisma, they may manage effectively, but are less likely to truly lead in a transformative sense. They are the exceptions that prove the rule, or perhaps they are simply very good at what they do, which is managing, not necessarily leading in its most profound form. In closing, Dr. Reed, while I acknowledge that skills can be honed and knowledge acquired, I maintain that the foundational essence of true leadership, that unique blend of vision, innate decisiveness, and authentic charisma, is largely inherent. These are not qualities that can be simply manufactured or taught from scratch if the underlying predisposition isn't there. We can polish a diamond, but we cannot create one from common stone. Therefore, our focus should be twofold. First, we must become more adept at identifying individuals who possess these natural leadership talents early on. Second, we must create environments where these inherent qualities can be nurtured, challenged, and allowed to flourish to their fullest potential. Recognizing and cultivating these innate gifts is not about exclusivity. It's about effectively leveraging the most potent sources of transformative leadership for the betterment of our institutions and society. It's about strategic investment in genuine potential.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. My closing argument is that leadership is far more accessible than Mr. Thorne suggests. It is fundamentally a journey of continuous learning, growth, and adaptation, open to anyone, with the dedication to embark on it. While inherent traits might influence one's style or initial comfort level, the critical competencies of effective leadership, strategic acumen, emotional intelligence, communication, and the ability to inspire are all skills that can be systematically cultivated and significantly improved. Embracing a growth mindset is key. We must foster environments that encourage learning from experience, provide robust mentorship, and offer diverse developmental opportunities. This approach democratizes leadership, expanding the pool of capable individuals. Ultimately, investing in the development of leaders at all levels is an investment in a more resilient, innovative, and adaptable future for our organizations and communities. It's about unlocking the potential within many, not just a select few.
Thank you, Mr. Thorne and Ms. Chen, for a truly insightful and stimulating discussion. You've both presented your cases with clarity and conviction. We've heard Mr. Thorne's perspective, championing the significance of inherent qualities in shaping exceptional leaders, suggesting we focus on identifying and nurturing innate talent. Conversely, Ms. Chen has passionately argued that leadership is a set of skills that can be developed through dedicated effort, learning, and experience, making it accessible to a broader range of individuals. Ultimately, the question of whether leaders are born or made may not have a simple answer, perhaps involving elements of both. We hope today's discussion has provided our audience with valuable food for thought. Thank you for joining us on Perspectives.